The Halo universe is filled with wonder, mystery, and fascinating discoveries around every corner. With so much to explore, four friends decided it was about time that they booted up their consoles and discussed this universe that has grabbed their attention since childhood. JumperScape Audio kindly welcomes you to join them in the library.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Library, the show where we talk about Halo lore.
I'm back.
Hey, Connor. Hey, James.
What? This? Why is this beginning so bad?
It's not bad. It's funny.
It wasn't until you made it bad.
You just paused and went.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be funny. Can we get a boo womp? Can I get a boo womp in the chat?
You threw off his groove.
Yes, thank you. So, for those of you who are patrons, look at our clothes. Look. James, you got to turn around. We're wearing things that are going to be available soon.
Can I flash the camera real quick? I have mine.
Can you what?
Can I flash the camera real quick? I have
we have
my
children
hoodies
watching.
zipped up. Should I show everybody?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's Halo 4.
It's Halo 4.
Halo 4.
Your gameplay was terrible.
Are you okay? What's
We're
wrong?
going through some editing right now. Austin's a little freaked out.
Halo 4.
Halo 4.
I'm a fan.
Halo 4.
The fourth installment of Halo.
Yeah.
We had some technical difficulties.
It actually wasn't technically.
I know it's not.
Are you okay, James?
It was not. Yes, it was not the. Are you okay?
I'm gonna go home.
Oh, I get to lay down now.
No, the cushion.
No.
So
My back support.
So
My lumbar support.
lumbar. So we're revisiting Halo 4 for this episode as part of our revisiting. Are you just showing off your shoes?
Yeah.
I was just getting comfortable.
No, I was showing
I
off
have
my
nothing
shoes.
to show off. These are, what even are these?
There's some people in the
I'm wearing
Discord that will
socks.
They're not your dogs.
There's people in the Discord that will
I like
appreciate
those
my Jordan
Shacks.
10s.
I know there's people who are like,
Don't ever disrespect me like that ever again.
What did you call them?
He said, I like your Shacks. My Reebok Shacks. I low-key want to get a pair of Reebok Shacks just to say I have them. Yo, absolutely.
Why not, you know?
They go
No,
hard.
for sure.
a pair of Shaq Gnosis
Well-
and Alan. We gotta be careful what we're saying now. You know who's watching?
Yeah, no, 100%. But it's just like,
But Allen Iversons and Shaq Gnosis.
well, here's the thing. Shacks, you buy. He specifically went with the cheaper brand so more people could buy them at an affordable price. That's why you can go to Walmart and buy Shaq shoes.
But didn't he have a I think his shoe with Reebok was before he did that, right?
I believe so.
So Halo 4, right?
Halo 4.
You guys, am I the only one that would unironically still wear Heelys and light up sneakers?
I
Yeah.
miss my pair.
Okay,
of Heelys.
Heelys I would wear.
What about both?
Not light
Like
up
the same
sneakers.
shoe?
I don't want people to notice them.
Did they have light up Heelys?
Maybe. I would imagine
no.
so.
There were Skechers that lit up.
They had glow in the dark Heelys.
I remember they got
Knight
banned
Riders.
from our elementary school, Heelys, because people.
Did anyone have the terrible Heelys?
I never had Heelys.
I had an off-brand. I think
got
they
them
were
at the
Vans,
mall.
actually. I think mine were Vans.
I got them at my first pair of Heelys. I got them at the mall.
No, I guess
and
not, but
they looked like Austin's boots. And
I'm
there
not
was
wearing boots.
Okay, they kind of look.
why
like
do they
boots.
call you Mr. Boots?
I do wear Rocky boots all the time though. That is my
Rocky.
thing.
They had
Rocky.
it had a button on the back, and the
Rocky,
wheel
give
would
us free
pop
shit.
out.
Oh, that's neat.
And I almost broke my arm because the wheels were terrible.
I really want Heelys. I would wear those unironically.
Someone's
I
gonna
had
send
a
you
pair.
Heelys in the PO box.
Okay. My wife would also like a pair. All right, so the reason why we're going back to Halo 4 is because it's part of our series that we're doing where we're revisiting the topics we already talked about earlier this season, and we're revisiting with some extra context thrown into the story.
Extra context.
Was
So
I there for the first time we did this?
he wasn't. You were.
Okay, we're that far now.
You weren't here for Halo 4.
Oh, no,
you
I
were,
wasn't.
You were upset that you were going to miss Halo Reach and 4
No, he was. Are you? He wasn't here for Halo 2.
No, 2. You were
It was
you were
Halo
upset you
2.
weren't going to be here for 2 or 4 because you had the most to add to those.
No, it was Reach.
Was it Reach?
I've missed Reach both times.
Yeah, I know you missed Halo 2 because you made a love letter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
So-
read that on the air for you.
Yeah, we did.
I missed Reach both times.
Is there anything you would like to say about Reach?
Good game.
I knew you were going to say that. I was literally about to say, good game.
I don't have a love letter for Reach.
That's okay.
I love Reach, but I don't have a love
Reach
letter.
is the love letter.
Yeah.
It actually is.
I guess it is. Technically, that is a fact.
If you play the original Xbox 360 version and then read that message that Bungie left for the fans, it'll still make you cry. Even more so the more years go by.
I kind of have PTSD for gaming companies saying this game is a love letter to the fans. DICE really must hate us all. DICE really must hate us. 2042 is a love letter to the fans.
They try.
Wow, you guys must absolutely hate us.
Like a lot.
Yeah. I hope there's a DICE employee out there watching.
We love
Dang.
you so much. We're gonna kill the franchise.
Honestly, I saw the flying around in wingsuits. I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah, you got to bring it's just the
For me, it's
portal.
one word: operators.
Yeah.
Getting tired of those.
Thanks, Call of
Absolutely.
Duty. That's Call of Duty's fault.
A lot of things are Call of Duty's fault right now.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
But just to sort of wrap up on a specific elephant in the room, these things that we have on.
Oh yeah, these shirts or tank top.
Yeah, tank top, jacket, hoodie thing, long sleeve, and t-shirt variants as well as hoodie variants, and also hat and beanie in there. Show it off. And a mug. But did you bring it?
It got too hot, so I took it off.
Mug.
The jumper mug.
Mug. Yes.
Among
that.
Us.
All of that. With the release of season 4 of the library, September 9th. So
It's coming.
it's coming. It's almost here. It's only a month away,
Can they
basically.
pre-order?
Can they pre-order your hoodie? You cannot. You can't do that.
I know people.
I
would do
like
it.
to get your hopes up. That's my job.
Well, you know what? Okay, let's do it like this. If you want to pre-order, theoretically, then just, I don't know, DM me what the total will be, and I'll just order it on your behalf when it drops.
You're going to get like the whole Discord and you're like, wait, I can't do all these.
Never
at once.
mind.
That'd be
Just
kind of
wait.
funny.
Get out the spreadsheet.
Okay, I'll do it this way. Exclusive to patrons, because that you guys already are getting to see the shirts anyway. You already know what you're buying. Nobody else knows what they're buying. That would just be bad. So you guys who can see them, you can feel free to message me.
Our regular listeners are like, I want to see it.
I've actually been, it's pretty interesting. Whoever out there are 2 of you, I know of 2 of you specifically, have signed up for our bottom number one, like $1 tier, right? But annual. That's brilliant. You're a genius.
Annual.
Like, you don't want that $1 gone in your account every month. That's too much. $10 every year. That's much more sensible.
Wouldn't it be 12?
No, it's for some reason 10.
That doesn't make sense.
I think it just gives you an annual discount, quote unquote.
Oh, so that's interesting.
It's surprisingly, honestly, a good deal.
That is a good deal.
It's an amazing deal.
So
It's empty.
you need weight.
Why are you making a mess?
You need counterweight. Get that away. Get that out of here.
Get this trash off
Oh
the
wait,
screen.
you remind me. Do you remember the Slurpee cup? Look what you did. You made a mess.
Look what you did. You made a mess. I love that video so much. Halo 4.
Halo 4.
So there's not a whole lot that I want to talk about with Halo 4 because we've already talked quite a bit about things like what is the composer, what does it do, who is the didact, what did he do, a lot.
RP New Phoenix.
Yeah, we still have to cover a couple things about Halo 4 attached to it, such as, who's the librarian, what happened to Cortana, theoretically, why has Cortana's appearance changed with every game, that sort of thing.
Because they can't make up their mind on an art style.
That's partially true.
I know it is.
Partially true.
I know it is.
But there is actually a pretty darn good theory as to why her appearance changes every game. And it's interesting. We'll get into that in the future at some point, I'm sure. But for now, for Halo 4, there's really... for this one, I'm kind of more wanting to not so much talk about the lore of the game itself, because we already talked about the game quite a bit. And as I said in the previous episode last week that you guys totally listened to, the way that it goes for the games is that aside from some of these 343 games, a lot of the games are just surface level. You could go into the special lore of Miranda Keys or learn more about Prophet of Truth and his name, what he did, how he tried to stop the Ungoy rebellion,
How
basically.
can someone named Truth be such a bullshitter?
Nah, I got nothing.
Okay. So, but this sort of leads into what was going on with the 343 games. The 343 games usually have a little bit more to them, but there's so much now. It's more of a what interests you sort of conversation because there's a lot to it. So I'm tossing this off to you guys as what about Halo 4 was interesting? Because I think after all this time, we can probably land that 4 is the best 343 game they've made.
I
Had great sound design.
have. That's a good one. I was gonna say I actually have already like a good like thought process
Dump
behind
it.
this. I mean, there's a lot more. I mean, history. Halo in itself has like a very mysterious history to it. Like all the ancient human technology structures, forerunner structures, all that kind of stuff. Like just walking around the levels and like the level design makes you like, oh man, like it's just super mysterious. Halo 4 like really, for me at least, embraces that. And the soundtrack also like kind of matches the tone to the game, if that makes sense. Like the main menu music, it's a lot of flack because it's not traditional, but I think the Halo 4 main menu music goes like unbelievably hard.
Ridiculous.
And it drew me in almost more than any other Halo game did, just off the main menu, because it was something different and it was super, super mysterious. And they were really, really diving in. Halo 4 was like really, really lore heavy. A lot of people say too much, but I don't know all that much about Halo lore, but that really, really like drew me in to actually learn more, pay attention to what happened beforehand, who was the didact, who is the librarian, what is the purpose of all this kind of stuff. That's what really stands out to me is just the mystery behind Halo 4 and like the tone and the atmosphere that it's set up.
Damn.
I've thought about this question a lot.
You really have.
No, I have. Halo 4 has a special place in my heart. It really does.
To its credit, you are right that it does have a lot of lore to it, but there's not a single thing that you need in order to get into that game.
No.
A lot of it is sort of
I mean, I
just
was
you
12
don't
and I
need to
loved it.
understand. Yeah, right.
I was gonna say like I wasn't. My brain was still developing. Like I was super, super young when the game came out, and like I just kind of took it for what it was. Like I had a lot of questions when I first beat it. Like who was the didact? What was his beef with humanity? But like the more I played it and the older I got, the more I kind of caught on. But I did not need to know that to realize like, wow, the story is really good. The level design is good. The missions are fun, and they made Master Chief feel human for the first time. Like his personality in Halo Combat Evolved 2 and 3 was just like, yeah, like green guy kicks ass and doesn't talk too much. They showed a more human side of him, which I'm a fan of.
There's still people to this day, and I really do want to chat about this one. There are still people to this day that have a problem with Chief becoming more human.
I don't see why. It made him a better character. I don't see why.
Well, because the defense usually is that he's supposed to be a self-insert. He's supposed to be stoic. He's supposed to be whatever it is that the player thinks that he is.
Right.
But then 343 is creating this character on our behalf. And the way that I've heard for the 343 explanation, it's actually really good, is that the Bungie games were us hanging out with Chief and being friends with him, and then the 343 games are watching Chief after we're done with the friendship, just growing out of it. It's a weird way of looking at it, but it makes a separation.
Sense. It makes sense. I just think adding that side to him did a lot for his character. It really did. It just giving Steve Downs more of a platform to like actually show what he can do in terms of oh, absolutely. To like show what he can actually and like put some emotion in his voice rather than just like catchy one-liners. Don't get me wrong, I love the one-liners, but the fact that it just gave him more of a personality and showed like, okay, so he's just not a mindless killing machine. Like he feels things, he thinks about things, he worries, he stresses, like he's human. Like at the end of the day, he's human.
I mean, soldiers aren't machines. We're just people.
She said that to me once.
About what?
being a machine.
Oh.
Was that not intentional?
No, it was. It's just like, I could imagine just Lasky leaning in about what?
About what? About what, Chief? What is
Dude, I was so ready for Lasky and Chief to have a Johnson relationship.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so upset about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
You guys haven't talked yet.
Connor hasn't played Halo 4.
Hey, thanks, Connor.
He did.
So what about the humanity of Chief, though?
What do you like about the story of Halo 4, Connor?
I was gonna say for my turn, what I was gonna say is Shane pretty much took everything that I could possibly positively say about this game and said it already.
I would like to say that James has said everything I would like to say.
Do you have anything about the didact or the vehicles or the missions or Palmer or
Palmer
Fire
annoyed
Team,
me at
Crimson,
first.
Majestic?
I hate both. I mean, Crimson's just us, so that's
Yeah, so you
cool.
like us.
Yeah.
You like us.
You like us.
Obviously, the didact's cool. We've talked about the didact a lot. I was trying to find an original thing that we haven't talked about yet.
Well, I mean,
That's
this-
why I
like
went
said-
first, so you guys could take absolutely nothing from me.
Well, like I said, this is all
That's why I
opinion
said sound
pieces.
design as fast as I could.
It doesn't matter what we repeat because this isn't about lore in this moment. This is about more of an opinion piece because if you really want the lore of Halo
Just the
4,
g- yeah.
you just play it.
Yeah, just the game itself.
I remember.
It's good. Go ahead, Connor.
I was gonna say I remember being a kid and seeing the like whole new faction come in. I'm like, these guys are really cool. And then that one teleporting dog thing is really annoying.
That is actually a good. So Prometheans
But when you
in
think
Halo
of it-
4, better or worse than 5?
There's layers to
I haven't
this.
played
There is
four
layers.
I think they're equally
played
bad,
four
but
forever.
for completely
I
different
will-
reasons.
So I prefer. Okay, so soldiers weren't in Halo 4.
No,
Crawlers. Okay, so
by the dozens.
yeah. Well, okay. So story
one thing I
time.
do
So,
remember.
go ahead. I'll let you go
No,
first.
that was what he remembered. Crawlers.
Oh, I thought you had something to say. Okay.
There was a period.
One thing I remember, crawlers. I'm like, go ahead. Nope, that was it. Okay, crawlers.
Thank you for your
cool.
contribution, Connor.
No, Halo 4 E3 trailer. I thought the new faction looked cool, and like just when Chief was going through the jungle, and he threw a grenade at a Watcher, and the Watcher threw a grenade back. I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
The Knights scared me. The Knights were fun. Over the years, I've kind of grown to like the Knights in Halo 5. I like to have like the critical hit point they have in their back shell. James knows like I used to like the Halo 4 Knights better. I like the suppressor in Halo 5 is so much better than the suppressor in Halo 4. It's not, but on multiplayer, but on the campaign, here's the thing, it's still better. The amount of weapons that track.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I cannot stay. That's what makes me prefer the Prometheans in Halo 4 in terms of like difficulty. Just the amount of weapons that track and the fact that the implementation of soldiers was good. I like the soldiers. The fact that they can just bounce around and teleport pisses me off to an extent I cannot describe. I cannot stand the soldiers in Halo 5.
Good thing you're sitting.
Okay. Connor, shut up. if the soldiers were in Halo 4 or even in Halo 5 and they didn't have the whole bouncing around ability, I would have been much better with them. That's why I don't miss them too much in Halo Infinite. I don't care that they're not there. I don't miss them that much. But if they bring them back and they just make it so like they're not every single weapon they have that tracks and like just not a bunch of Promethean soldiers bouncing around, that's fine with me. I believe Watchers, was it a Halo 4 or Halo 5 that the Watchers could revive?
Yep.
Dismantle both of them?
Yep.
Was it both? Okay.
Mhm.
I also thought that was very cool and unique. I liked the Prometheans. In either game they weren't perfect, but I did not mind them, but I don't care that they're not back. I don't care that much.
They should have been back.
From a lore standpoint and just the storytelling standpoint, it makes sense to have them back, but I was not losing sleep that they were not back.
I was because it was you're fighting 2 to 3 factions per game up until Infinite, then it's just one. That's the thing.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
You're immediately I don't want to get into Infinite on this episode. 5 weeks in a row talking about Infinite. Not interested.
It's a fresh wound still. I saw a tweet earlier today. I think actually I saw it yesterday. It was like, it's been 4 years since the Halo Infinite gameplay trailer. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Like the one that got a ton of backlash showing that the game was absolutely not ready.
Yeah, that was Serasia that posted that. Yeah.
4 years ago, like yesterday, that trailer came out.
I love you, Serasia.
4 years is insane since that gameplay trailer came out.
You know, I actually realized, I was thinking about that actually today as well. I was trying to figure out if this is a contribution. I think it is. You know how recently things have felt like time is just speeding up? I think part of that is because a lot of the things that we used to expect on an annual basis or biannual, maybe triannual,
Just haven't been happening.
Mm-hmm. And now we have these in-between moments waiting for the next thing to happen, and the rest of it is a blur.
I know exactly.
Because our memories are heavily influenced by our culture. Everything that we interact with is part of the culture and will immediately influence your memory.
The more you get excited for something, the more you're like, oh, I want time to fly so I can have this. We can go to that. We can watch this. That kind of mindset is what makes time fly.
Mm-hmm.
We're waiting for something Halo related, something good to happen Halo related, and time is flying.
Listen, 343 devs that listen.
I hope they're listening. I want you. You can remember my face. You can remember my face.
Just talk to Kareen. Just talk to her for a bit. I'm sure she's willing to hear it out. Okay.
Good Lord, man.
That's I don't know what she does. Being real, I just saw her on LinkedIn and in high position. And I'm like, oh, I'm sure she can call some shots, make cool things,
Make cool things.
Make the community happy.
make the community happy again. But it's not.
It happened again.
Not again.
Stop.
Please stop.
Jeez.
Pretty lights.
Thanks, dude.
The lights are pretty.
They are. I like
Pretty
the blue
nice.
one. Big fan of the blue one.
Blue, please.
Blue. Do you like your
Blue.
red?
I do like my red.
Should it switch out to like a purple or an orange
For what?
for Room 237? Which 237 is getting video episodes before the library does, by the way. I think 2 weeks from now.
La Biblioteca.
For the month of October.
Not
we
this
could do-
Friday, the Friday after.
Yeah, so 2 weeks. Yep.
For the month of October, we could do pink. Breast cancer awareness.
Oh,
Oh,
sure.
we had the idea of what if we decorate the set for holidays?
I'm down for it.
Sure. I was really
Yay.
confused why you said pink at first, and then
Yeah, I was just
then
like,
it hit
that's
me.
out.
I think
completely
that
forgot this
would
one.
be a good thing for us to do. I think pink would be okay.
I support breast cancer awareness, Shane.
Okay,
cool.
good on you.
But would that clash with our Halloween set?
We can do both. We can wear like pink things and then decorate the set with Halloween stuff.
I would just wear the ribbon.
We'll just sit here in pink like bodysuits. Just
What do I know? What am I thinking of with that dudes in pink bodysuits? I'm thinking
are you having filthy thoughts again?
Man,
Filthy Frank.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think whatever happened to Austin just now has completely wiped our brains of all function.
So we were like, let's start over and pick up on Halo 4, and we're already off topic.
Yeah. So okay, I'll pull it back and we're trying to talk about stuff that we didn't already chat about before we had a little bit of a difficulty.
Take it back now. One hop this time. Boop. One hop this time. Boop. Boop. Left foot.
How many times have you done this for your class, Connor?
Freeze.
Everybody clap your hands. I haven't done this yet.
Shane would get sent to detention for not participating.
Yeah.
You just said you were going to reel it back in. That was not reeling it back in. That was the furthest thing
Fitness
from it.
Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test.
Halo 4 stuff. I don't have a whole lot to chat about. I spent a
Well,
lot
we
of the
did.
stuff.
We did have a lot to
We
chat
I
about.
spent a lot of the stuff. Okay, so like, I'm thinking.
The Infinity's
smoke.
pretty cool.
There's smoke coming out of Austin.
Wait, I don't know if we got the part where we talked about Palmer being misunderstood.
Yeah, I don't think we did either. Palmer's misunderstood in a lot of ways.
Should have brought her back.
First and foremost,
What they
I'll bring
said.
this up again. She was her first dialogue terribly written. It shouldn't have been written that way. But it was supposed to mean something else. It wasn't supposed to mean, wow, that's it. It was supposed to mean, wow.
Wow.
I thought you would be taller. Like admiration.
Yeah,
that sort
but
of thing.
Yeah, but that's a grown woman though.
Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot. And actually, no, there is a dialogue in Halo 2 or 3 or something from one of the female Marines. Just trust me, a lot of women in Halo apparently want Master Chief.
Don't even know what he looks like.
Nope, they don't need to.
They
don't need
have
to.
the TV show to go off of.
They do now, and I have not heard
canon.
anyone interested.
What if the Halo TV show is a war drama produced in the real Halo universe? That's an over dramatization.
If that's the real Halo universe, I want nothing to do with it.
No, like it's a show made about the war, but it's like made by like the CW of the time.
Gotcha. Okay, I get it.
I would be down to vibe with that a little bit just because of the whole like the Halo games are canon thing.
Because like think about it, a lot of TV shows based on real events get tons of details wrong. So
it's just they made
tracks.
a bad show.
It tracks. This is a good idea.
Do you think that like future 2500s civilian audiences would also look at that and be like, no?
Maybe let's check let's check up on the what's it called? What's the internet called in Halo again? I forget. Chatternet.
Well, it's the slush. You do? Well, like you were writing it down as we were going, or what?
She just hit rewind in her brain.
Brother, I'm in the middle. You can have me grab it. What do we got on the list? We ain't got on the list. What do you got written down here? The problem is like knowing if we actually got any of this.
Thank you.
Or not.
We could totally talk about the same thing twice.
Christopher Nolan is not directing the Halo TV show.
In case we didn't get that.
For every single person in our Discord, all like at least 2, maybe more that I just didn't see.
At least 2.
Stop posting that and going, guys, look.
Stop spreading misinformation.
It's not happening. It's not happening. Again, I'll say it. Just you should have said like Neil Blomkamp. You would have fooled me.
Chad, is this real?
Chad, is this real?
Chad, is it real?
Chad, is this real?
The Xbox 360 store shut down today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Started through that.
I know that there's someone out there that's upset. I just,
I don't even have a 360 right now.
I have 5.
Oh my God, give me one. Please give me one.
I can give you one of the 2 broken ones.
No. What's the point of giving it to me? I want one.
3.
This guy the other day is like, we need to get a 360 to put down here. I'm like, don't you have like 5? He's like, well, 2 of them don't work. I'm like,
what about the other 3? Can I have one of the 3 that
works? One of them's in my living room. One of them is under my care because I don't want it to get busted. And the last one, I don't know.
The last one can go right here.
Or to me, maybe. Please.
At least these guys are thinking about the bigger picture.
Yeah,
Shane.
the studio. Think of the studio shit.
Okay, Shane, what do you want to play so bad that's not backwards compatible?
You really want me to say it?
Yeah.
Zombie Estate.
That's fair.
Aw.
Yeah.
I miss zombies.
I had that one.
I'm sad.
I had that one locked and loaded. I was so ready for that.
Oh my God. Like,
do you guys remember?
you have to have an account that has it purchased to even play it now.
I have it.
Thank God. It's the new Flappy Bird. Sell your Xbox for $800,000. Like, remember when Flappy Bird got taken off the store and everyone who had it on their iPhone or iPod was selling their iPhones and iPods that still had it because you can't.
Could you imagine paying for that because you want to play? You can go to the arcade. They have Flappy Bird. They have a big Flappy Bird machine, and you press the big button.
That's funny.
But like, the Zombie Estate, man who made it, because I'm sure there's only one of you. If you're listening,
We talked to him on Facebook a few years back.
we did.
Yeah,
you did.
You guys were playing, and I recorded you guys playing it, and I sent the video to him, and I was like, "Yo, when is Zombie Estate 3 coming?" And he replied saying, "I have a wife and kids now."
Well, can you ask him to put it on Xbox One?
I did that as well. He said that it's a process that he's not sure he's willing to go through the headache for.
Dude,
I will
please.
fund it. I don't care.
It's on Steam.
Honestly,
Zombie Estate is on Steam.
Zombie Estate 2.
It's on Steam.
Zombie Estate 1 is better.
Oh, okay.
I agree.
IMO. But here's the thing, all right?
Did we ever beat it? We did beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
remember we thought it was going to take all night, and it was like our third attempt, and
That's
we were
because
like,
we weren't
oh.
children anymore.
Well, to be fair, it did take some time.
It's not a short experience.
But here's the thing, all right, buddy. I'm going to send you a clip of this, all right? I'm going to send to the developer. I'm going to send you a clip.
It was.
I am interested in funding the third one.
JumperScape will fund it.
JumperScape will fund it.
It was originally.
We just want in the credits.
And characters in the game.
Yes.
And
originally sold for 80 Microsoft
And hey,
points
maybe
or $1.
Yeah.
Or
maybe
Maybe.
we can put bootleg copyright avoiding Halo weapons in it.
That'd be funny.
Hey there, Halo fans. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with our friends right after these messages.
You know, honestly, what's wild is like this is feasible because it can't be that much of an expensive game to like and be like, hey, we have an LLC now that can help you produce this game.
Let me
Reach
also
out to him
say,
again. Please reach out to him. We can
Again.
do this.
I don't
Do it.
think maybe Austin does. I don't think any of us know anything about game development and what the resources needed are and how expensive it is. But
It can't
I
be
know
that
a lot
much.
about that
It
stuff.
can't. It can't be that much. I mean,
idea
for no,
what
it can
coding
be.
is.
It can, I'm not saying like it's not. I'm just saying like obviously it can be. But for something like Zombie Estate, like how much could it really be?
You'd be surprised at how much even goes.
It
in the
would
pot.
be, it would be probably in the lower 4 digits.
We could do that.
We could do that.
Shane's just sniffing
The guy who has
JumperScape
never
bank
wants
account.
to look at our account. Yeah, we could do that. You could do that, right, Austin? Just sitting there, gun to my head.
Give me a couple years, maybe.
We could do that.
No, next year probably, but
You heard it here first. Zombie Estate 3 for the 7 of you listening
We
who
could
played
have
them.
literally just cut the episode. We have not talked about Halo 4 at all.
but this is we're not here
You
for
know, this
that.
is productive.
Nolan.
We're not here for that.
Good, you know,
What a mess.
This would have been better. This literally would have been great for the community episode.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So, all right. Last topic I wanted to get into because it technically has expanded lore, but who really cares? Majestic.
I hate them.
I love how our introduction to them is them explaining how they were trying to get girls in a city where a lot of them just got vaporized. And we're just making sure that the women of New Phoenix are safe and secure, baby.
I hate him so much.
You guys are
Cringe.
weird.
Cringe.
And it's like great introduction to Spartan Force. Although I
found several grieving widows. And they were receptive.
That's an opening. So, okay, here's the thing, though. It was actually an interesting observation. I didn't make it. Somebody else did. But there was something interesting about the Spartan Fours that makes their story more compelling when you think of it this way. Because Majestic behaves very differently from the Spartan Fours we met in Infinite. Very differently. And I think there's something, too, that they haven't focused hard enough on, like a lot of the cool things that you could do with Halo, on Spartan 4's learning what it means to be a Spartan. Like going from being just a regular ODST or Marine and turning into the stoic badasses that we know. You get some of that in Infinite, especially with people like Stone, I forgot his name, but his name starts with an M, and he ends up in a combat arena, and he dies fighting the Banished. These guys are completely different than the Spartan 4s that we met in Halo 4. So I want their story. I'm not getting it. Listen, Waypoint Chronicles, okay? Stop being weird with the whole like Draugr not being potentially accurate or whatever you did with that. Just, you already did a Halo 4 Spartan Ops 1. I'm just saying do another one. We'll do a stories from Waypoint on it. It's going to happen. I would love that. Have you guys been listening to Stories from Waypoint?
Yes. You're trying to make me look bad?
Yes. Listen, guys, you are in this company. You need to be interacting with our stuff.
I was gonna say you exposed me last week. You asked me that last week.
Yes, I will.
I listened to the first 2.
That's fair. The last Sky Marshal was long,
It was long.
but it was good.
It was good.
I liked it. I liked that one.
I've not kept up. I will admit it. Okay.
That's okay.
I was trying to keep up the brand, and then you had to give me the
Keep up the brand.
yeah.
The brand is
My brand.
that we're still building. That's what the brand is.
We're on the building blocks right now. We're
Yes.
stacking.
So it's
Stacking
okay.
The blocks.
If you enjoyed this episode, sorry that it's going to be a little short, but that's what we got to deal with today. It's been a rough day.
We're working on it.
If you guys enjoyed this episode, feel free to. Spotify has a comment section now. So comment, rate, subscribe. Really? Yeah. Literally, Spotify is the new comment, rate, subscribe, except it's comment, rate, follow.
Comment, rate, follow.
For our Spotify.
On our Spotify.
Discord.gg/JumperScape.
Wow, you got that out really fast. People are
It's almost
starting
like he has his own podcast and has to do it on his own.
he
Room
doesn't do it
237 Fridays at noon.
Do you
usually
just say it faster on Room 237? You sound like you speak slower, more carefully, more.
It's because that's the vibe.
That's fair.
Visit the forums.
We have forums. We do have forums. Yeah,
How
Forums
the
are
f-
pretty
did
cool.
Connor know that? And you were like, we have forums?
it's in the Discord. Okay, I just loop them all together.
Connor knew, and Austin's like, we have forums?
He
Connor's like,
interacts with them more than I do.
Visit our subreddit.
No, we don't have one.
thank God.
don't
We
have
never
one.
will.
No, thank God.
If there ever is, we didn't make it.
That's a horrifying thought. That's horrifying.
Yeah, I mean, one day there may. Who knows? Maybe one day there
This is
will
gonna
be
inspire.
one.
Maybe
Can
we
we-
got to go corporate one day, like
Can we,
full on.
can we just cut this whole? I don't want to give them ideas.
It's gonna not be. It's not going to.
Please don't make a subreddit about us because we will not moderate it.
We will not have any
add fan
association with
page
it.
to the end of it.
We will continuously deny your existence.
And we'll probably talk about any memes that come onto it, though.
Yes. If you want to support us directly, patreon.com/JumperScape. A lot of the benefits just got a little bit of an update, so you should take a look at that again for those who are either at a lower tier or have been following and haven't subscribed yet fully. I see you. You guys are awesome. I'm glad that you're following along. It's just you guys probably have noticed by now. You don't get a whole lot of stuff, unfortunately, but it's because the patrons they have a special thing going on. I like to treat my people well. All right, they're cool people. You get to talk to them in their own little general chat in the Discord.
They even have their own private chat, too.
They even have their own council that
Yeah.
has a story
There's,
that will.
there's pictures of Austin's feet in there.
There
Stop.
are. There actually. I still love that Ethan put just for free.
I literally, when we wrapped recording that day, I earlier went, okay, first thing, you're giving those out for free? And immediately after it goes up, someone zooms in and goes, for free?
And then we got a complaint last week. We got a complaint from two of them. Two of them complained, just saying, "Why don't you guys all have your dogs out?"
Oh my! I did see that. Yeah.
So if you want to join that craziness, then patreon.com/JumperScape. If you're here as a patron watching the video episode, what up?
Thank you.
How you doing? Get ready.
Get ready.
Merchandise.
Merchandise.
And also you can go to tumblr.com/JumperScape.
No, we do not have a
keep-
Tumblr.
no,
I do not want a
keep up.
Tumblr. We do not associate with that.
No. I'm not
Escape.
interested. Thank you. If you want to greenlight the show, because we have a lot of ideas.
MySpace.com.
No, actually, not a bad idea. This actually, it got a little bit of a revival there for a second.
Let's bring back MySpace.
Wait, is it
Yeah,
still up?
sure.
Yeah.
I will not even.
Do they
look
still have
at
like
MySpace.
top 8?
I don't know. The website updated. It looks more modern.
Can you imagine having a website where you just rank your friends publicly on your profile? Millennials are weird.
ko-fi.com/JumperScape. Greenlight the show. It's also good for single donations if you just want to make yourself known. We appreciate everything. So thank you guys for all the support you've giving us all of this, basically allowing us to have the resources we need to build this, to get this off of a buddy of mine. He's awesome. If you ever end up in Ohio and you find US Electronics, it's a nice store. He's a really nice guy. Just say hi to him. I think he needs friends, so.
You're dragging this out, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a problem?
No.
That's what I thought. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next week with Halo 5. But first and foremost, the community episode coming up on Thursday. We look forward to seeing you.
Yeah.
The Library was produced and published by JumperScape Audio. Funding was provided by our fantastic patrons on Patreon. If you enjoy the show and wish to support JumperScape's future projects or get some sweet benefits, join our Patreon at patreon.com/JumperScape or become part of this truly special community at discord.gg/JumperScape. Thank you for your listenership, and we hope you enjoyed.
The Halo universe is filled with wonder, mystery, and fascinating discoveries around every corner. With so much to explore, four friends decided it was about time that they booted up their consoles and discussed this universe that has grabbed their attention since childhood. JumperScape Audio kindly welcomes you to join them in the library.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Library, the show where we talk about Halo.
Howdy.
For Patreon, that was awesome, wasn't it?
I was hoping like
Introducing my homies.
I was hoping Connor just wouldn't like think and would just clap with the Yingling in his hand and just he's just like, oh shit, I need to clap, and then like
Stone Cold.
Yingling, give us free
Maybe if it were empty.
Yingling, give us free
Guys, I wasn't chosen for franchise writer.
tough.
Wow. Literal
Let me say
life-changing event.
Let me say this in the most caring, empathetic, and loving way I can.
Tough.
Sucks.
Sucks.
Honestly, I saw it. I'm like, what's going to happen to the podcast?
It would have stayed. How do you know?
We would just have to do
Because
it.
I have so many contingencies on top of contingencies.
We would have had to do it the old-fashioned way like we used to.
Maybe not. I could have just given one of you guys all of this and set up in your own area and then just go over to each other's houses. I join in via Discord.
I mean, I guess.
And then you guys keep it going this way.
Because it would suck to just like have to get rid of all this already. Like we would just have to.
Sometimes it's like that. I'm prepared to move this out. That's why all of this is pretty temporary. A lot.
This
of
is easy to
pretty
take apart and move if we have to.
Especially these, dude. These things. I don't know how these chairs do it. There are slots in the back where you can put the legs, the cushions, everything. It all compresses into itself. It's really cool.
It's a futon.
It is a futon.
What is she sniffing?
I don't know. Why's the guy be near me?
She wants you to perish.
She's sitting now.
She's aware that you're weak.
She wants scratches now.
That is a real thing with cats, by the way.
They know if you don't want them near you, they'll come up to you.
But they gravitate towards people who give them the least attention because they just know that you're not giving them attention.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be because they want your attention or they know you're not going to bother them too much.
Yeah.
Well, she picked the
Quick
right person.
quick update, community updates for the Halo community. Sins of the Prophets 2. I talked to those guys at Choke Point Games, and the game is actually, it's still being worked on, and it's almost done, actually. They are doing internal testing, and soon we'll be calling upon testers. So keep your eyes open in their Discord, and we're probably going to put some sort of message in JumperScape once it happens. But they're almost ready. They had to step back for a second, but now they're back on it. Also, your boy is going to be the Phoenix class carrier.
You're gonna be a ship.
I'm gonna be all I'm gonna be a ship captain.
You're gonna be a ship.
I'm gonna be all like when you spawn me, I'm gonna be like Phoenix class carrier, ready to go.
Wait, is that the thing we did?
What?
Did
Yes. No.
No, that's
You
a different
did
thing.
what we did was evolutions.
Oh.
JumperScape did all of the voices for every unit in evolutions. I was a brute, an elite, jackals, an ODST. You were like two or three different elites.
I was the grunt.
Shane,
That was fun.
So,
Yeah.
I was just saying.
you did a really good Phantom Pilot.
I was gonna say I recorded two.
You were a Wraith.
Yep, Wraith.
You were a Wraith and a Spartan.
Spartan. Yep.
Sorry, Connor.
Connor was
Tell me,
nothing.
Austin.
Wait, was
What
Connor?
was I?
Wait, was Connor even a part of the show when we did that?
No.
No, yeah, he was.
He was? Connor,
don't
why
think he
didn't you
was.
take my invite?
I don't think
Your
he was.
your office was set up the way it is now when we recorded that.
I would have tossed you an invite.
To do some voice
Was
slides,
it?
I would have been
Oh
there.
God,
for
I
it.
don't
I
remember.
don't. I
was.
don't think he was a part of the show yet.
No,
He
I
was.
remember he was because this was very recent. 'Cause-
my current room layout was there.
Where was I?
Ashton did something
Yes.
for that.
Sorry,
And-
Connor.
Connor has been a part of the show for most of the time that we've been, like half the time we've
He
been together.
was around when we still used the poker table as our
Yeah.
podcast setup,
Yes.
which I still kind of miss that poker table setup. I'm happy we don't use it anymore, but I kind of miss it.
I do low key. We fixed the vibe,
Yes.
but it was a little depressing down here for a while.
Yeah.
It was, especially in the winter, like when it's just dark at 4:30.
We're sitting down here
we
in a
have to come-
damp basement, freezing our asses off.
It's just the way that it is. We make the best of our situation, and we make a really cool set.
Very cool.
With Marnie from the Patreon.
You see, the whole reason we moved down here was because video studio, right?
It's the whole point. And it was a long process.
It was a
getting
long
that.
process.
Yeah.
So we could have poker tabled longer. But
Technically,
you did need
yes,
your
but-
office
but
all
yeah,
set up nice.
I did do that immediately. I was like, I can do what I want now. Hey, guys. Favorite piece of merch in this room, one by one.
Probably the.
Okay, no, God, Shane.
That's.
Shane.
I was gonna. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Ours.
Yeah,
Our
okay. Okay. That's. I jumped the gun. I knew what you were getting at. I knew what you were getting at, but I was gonna say that. But ours. I mean, obviously.
Yeah,
gotta
let's go with my shirt.
I think we're all gonna pick our own.
Yeah. Well, that was a stupid question. Don't yell at me.
I was gonna say Connor's my favorite.
I'm for sale.
Well, that's nice.
I like Connor's design more than everybody's. It's a nice design,
Chilla's
including
rough.
It is
mine.
a really nice design. I like the amount of detail on his.
Yeah, Chilla's rocked. Dude.
I'm glad I can actually tell what it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas before it was thermal vision.
Yeah, it was before it was thermal.
Thank you, 3 dots. I love you, Sergio.
You did a good job, sir.
Personally, I like mine.
It's better than everyone else's.
A lot of guys.
A lot of guys said, "Wow, what a great hoodie."
And I'm just hanging out. I like ODST. If you like ODST, you'll like this ODST shirt. I just
People in the gym forum, if you ever do get this.
reviews. Let's read reviews.
I want to see the pictures of the shirt in the gym.
Yeah,
Put the
same with
forum.
me. Same with me. If you guys caught my tank top,
Shane,
go to the gym and
Shane, have you even been in that forum?
what?
Gym forum?
Yeah,
Good.
When's the last? I've never seen you in there, like forever.
I've been in there. It's been a few weeks, but I have been.
You
in
should
there.
start posting
Semi-recently.
PRs in there.
And if you get my T-shirt, you can cut it off yourself because mine's not a cutoff.
Yeah,
The gym forum's been pretty active recently.
Good.
it has been.
That's how
really
it should
active.
be active. That's a good sign.
Tyler is more ripped than I was expecting.
Yeah, he's been doing good.
He has such a in the book clubs, because we have those on every Saturday for those who don't know that. He's such a nice, soft spoken guy. So the last thing I was expecting was ripped.
He's the only reason why I will look up pounds to kilograms.
He's British.
I'm like, I don't have too much of an understanding on kilograms. I'm like, okay, roughly half, and give it an extra 20 pounds. So.
So I'm gonna go through these just so you know, for those who are watching or listening and you skip these segments. I'm not just reading Patreon names. I hope you know that there's something else to these, and you should go back and listen to all of them to really understand that there is some. What are you doing?
Trying to do the little spinny phone.
Maybe you shouldn't be on your phone while we're recording, especially on camera.
I'm not on it. That's all I'm doing. Just still twirl.
I understand. I twirl my phone all the time too. I just do
That's
it in a
good.
different. I do this. That's my preference.
I got that. This one right here.
You just
This
use your
is
thumb
the
and bump
ADD.
it.
You know what I wanna do?
What?
I want to go to Kings Island so you can sit in that electric chair thing again.
I just drove by there recently.
Okay, so on the one hand, it was fun, so I'm okay with that. On the other hand, What the
I mainly just want to go there again.
I also want to go there again before the summers. Honestly, I just want to be there primarily for Hollow weekends in Cedar Point and then just go to Kings Island after. All right, so I'm going to start with reviews. We're going to make this happen.
Okay.
You guys ready for reviews?
No.
Sure.
Reviews or story time? Which is it?
Both.
What about Patreon names? Don't we do that first or no?
I have not had a solid method. I just keep on going around a little bit.
Okay.
I always end it with Q&A. That's the main thing. But what did you just do?
I took the tags off.
Oh, okay. You just then ripped them out.
They're
Okay.
giving me an itch, so I gotta get rid of them.
But when we start off with our new show that's coming out soon, along with season 4 of The Library, then things are going to change a whole lot, and we're going to get a whole lot more structured because, first of all, The Library will be going back to 1 episode a week, which I'm very excited about because I'm not a huge fan of the 2 episodes thing. I liked it for a second. No, I think it's actually killing us. It'll be that, and we're gonna take on the Q&A. We're gonna take on maybe reviews, but everything else is gonna go to the other show, and it'll make sense when we get there. So don't worry about it. So for now, reviews. First thing from it's the cat guy.
Hey, it's
he
the cat guy.
updated another review. Just keeps on updating reviews.
Does he keep saying this will be my final review?
No, he does not. He just took that out entirely. I hate Halo 5, but this podcast is good. 5 stars.
Wait,
He wrote this one already. We read this one.
Yeah.
What am I saying, guys? He updated it. There's new content in here.
Oh.
Got it.
Let me out of the fridge because I was minding my own business. Then I heard an explosion. Then I tried to exit, but a superheated part of the PS2 struck the handle and fused the door shut into the hot plastic and metal. I am stuck here with an old Xbox 360 I found in the fridge and a monitor and a controller. P.S. I've joined the Discord and my name is same as the Apple Podcast name. Not that anyone would know how to spell your username, dude.
We just say cat keyboard.
I just say, hey, it's the cat guy every time.
I will now also probably be a patron soon. Hey, you can join the council.
Hey.
I hate Halo 5. 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 Also, if y'all didn't know much about Tom, Ghosts of Onyx is a book that expands Tom's lore and shows you his backstory, kind of. It's not Ghosts of Onyx isn't even on the Halopedia page for a reason. It's like very brief. Also, being a Kerbal Space Program 2 fan is the real definition of pain and sorrow because development was halted because those Take-Two bastards closed the studio. Really?
Whoa, what?
Are you wait? But that game was like super hype.
I like
Why-
watching the videos.
Wait, what game?
Kerbal Space Program 2.
They're not in the know. I'm calling it.
Gerbil?
You and me, man. Kerbal.
Kerbal?
Just
don't
don't
know.
worry about it. Look it up later. It was hype. It was great. I remember watching Jacksepticeye play it when I was a teenager.
I just watched a lot of people play.
That's fair. That's fair. It's a good game.
Every now
I
and then I'll
didn't know
still
that.
watch a video.
It's good stuff. I did not know that they
I
shut
thought you
that
were
down.
just really badly mispronouncing gerbil.
No,
No.
Kerbal. They are Kerbals. They are a species.
I don't know, this seems like a pretty niche game, so.
It's not though. It's really not. I don't think so. It's really popular.
I don't know. It seems like you need like a PhD to play that game.
Maybe, but just
I mean,
gain IQ points.
I'll probably buy the game, get out of atmosphere, and that'll be it.
Fair. All right. Next is from Alien Boy. DOPS meaning. This is a reference back to last week where we had a review for you that was just DOPS 5 stars, and that was when that guy wanted you to add him on Xbox. You
Oh,
did
yeah.
that?
I did. I added
Okay,
it.
there you go, buddy. He added you. DOPS meaning 5 stars. The reason I said DOPS as my subject for last review is because it's a nickname for my dog, Poppy, also known as Stinky Egghead. My dog rates this show 11 out of 10.
Hey,
What breed is your dog?
we've got
What
we
breed
got
is
people listeners. Now we got dog listeners.
Yeah, cats can die. Sorry. 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 Sorry.
I'm gonna laugh if she played the hammer noise.
She hit the boom.
I know she did, but I would laugh if it was.
Do you
With
remember-
so much malice too?
Wait, hold on. Is it Cheyenne? Do you remember the hammer button? Which one is the hammer button? This is a fun pop quiz. Okay, it's the. She got it. Oh, is there?
Oh,
Awesome. All right. Next is 5 stars from Chronicle199 saying, best Halo podcast, lovely, lovely, lovely. This is a great podcast to listen to. It gets even more hilarious if you listen to it at half speed on Spotify. You should try it.
I have done it. It's great.
I have to.
I've got to hear myself doing
It's
that yell.
really funny.
It's even funnier when we laugh.
What's that gonna all sound like at half speed?
25 speed.
Thanks.
Serious question. 5 stars from Clodocat83. What is the cat's name? The cat's name is Ai. A-I. It is multiple, like Japanese, Chinese, a lot of different languages, meaning love. Although we call her Chummy, or Chum, or Chamantha, or I Chum, or Chum Kitty, or any of those other things. I call her Chicken these days.
Honestly,
She's so confused about her name.
Do you have to pronounce it that way? Chicken?
Chicken, Chickum. We have to do either one of them. Yeah.
Oh.
honestly, anytime the cat just enters the room, I just go, cat, and that's it.
No, she understand. If she hears she knows that's her name.
So if I were to go, I should go.
That's not me. Does she respond to I? Well, it's because you have the high pitched voice that she recognizes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all ever actually slapped your knee out of laughing? It actually is not. It's a kind of a vibe killer.
It depends on how hard of a smack you lay down. I don't think I got the range. I'd probably hit something.
You want to just full send it?
Connor would just break
You
something.
could just
No.
You don't have to full wind up, hit your knee as
Smack
hard as
your
you
kneecap
can.
out of
It
place.
depends
Yeah,
on
he does.
how funny
True,
something
you're right.
can be.
I know.
I'm sorry, Shane.
Like if you're dying of laughter, you get the full reach back, and then you just gotta bring it down.
Guys,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the reviews.
let us out. Part 7. 5 stars. Oh my gosh. From
Bro wrote a
1111
book.
Wither King.
I give it 5 stars as well.
All right.
I'm leaning forward
Let's
for this.
let's lock in. I'm taking my glasses off. I'm just gonna close my eyes and listen.
Disclaimer. This story was all made up in my screwed up mind and some jokes that were casually said in the reviews before mine by Clap and the Russian Halo Wolf. Shane is not a kidnapper and it's just a joke. Don't dox him and take him into custody. As I arose in the cruiser, I noticed that the ship's interior was quite empty. No banshees or wraiths, no brutes or elites. It was just me in the cruiser's hangar bay. I guess in their hubris, James and Shane deployed all of their troops on the ground, believing no one would get into the cruiser. Damn it! A familiar voice yelled. I ran through the hallways for hours trying to find the familiar voice, only to find James in his shipmaster quarters with a PC hooked up to a holo projector. He was playing Modern Warfare, trying to get a nuke.
For once, it's not me getting targeted. For once, it's not me.
James, are you okay?
They can't see you.
They can see.
I don't care.
He's having a fit.
He's like, you think I'm doing this for them?
I lowered my guard, knowing that he was too busy trying to complete that feat than to pay attention to his surroundings. I crept around his quarters and found a console, not a gaming console, and set an intercept course for the sun.
Is that in parentheses?
Yes. Set an intercept course for the sun. While I was doing this, it's the battle droids. Just, we're gonna die! Oh no! While I was doing this, a message was sent to the console from Shane in the brig. It read, I still don't know how you do italics. I've got Austin and his Ungoy wife. Do you want to sacrifice them in honor of Thelvadme as your payment? I frantically typed away, telling him to keep them in the brig. I sprint over to the brig, but I was surprised to see in place of the brig, there was a garage door.
The garage has moved on board my ship.
I didn't want to go anywhere near it, but I knew I had to push forward. I pulled open the garage door to see Austin and his Ungoy wife tied to 2 separate chairs. Both were knocked out with ash brown bags over their heads. I looked around the garage to see it was full of a recreation of Shane's garage. It had things like his old PS2, games like Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and Sly Cooper, or appliances like the fridge, the old Sony TV, and the PS2. There was even a Halo 3 rat running around my feet. it's like he's all happy. He's just I took my time as I walked towards the hostages. Once I arrived, I took Austin's bag off. Hey, you good? He looked up at me. Yeah. Kid, could you watch out! I turned to see Shane jumping from the top shelf, trying to give me an RKO, but I was able to move out of the way before he could get to me at the expense of Austin. He got up to look in the face, no emotions withheld. This is where his kidnapping spree ends. Warning, this section contains wrestling terms, so you, audience, may not understand what I'm saying. Right off the rip, he spears me into the corner of the garage, hitting me with a right hook after right hook until I spun him around, reversing our spots. I returned the favor with some chops to the chest. Woo! Said the crowd in the background.
Not the crowd. The Ric Flair. Yeah, I was gonna say there's just a crowd here now.
Glad I had a Skull Flair birthday party equipped. I grab the back of his head and throw him over to the floor, and I start searching the room. Just. I pick up a chair only for Shane to run and hit me in the back of the head, causing me to fall over. And here comes Shane with the steel chair! I take multiple shots in the back, pause, until he becomes tiresome. Whoa! Until he becomes tiresome of the chair. He then grabs a table from thin air. He sets up the table and throws me on it. He climbs up to the top and begins his descent, but I roll off the table, causing him a tremendous amount of pain. Do you sell?
Huh?
Are you selling?
Do you sell
these
this?
moves?
Do you sell this?
Yeah,
Okay, good. Just making sure.
He's a professional.
absolutely.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
If I wanted to be a dick, I'd just no sell it and get right back up and whoop your ass.
I get up and put his body on the shelf, and I give him a 619. He was out for the count. I scrambled a pin, but I remembered we weren't in a sanctioned match.
Yes. Bro went to pin me.
This reads like a terrible
Bro's trying to finish his
4chan,
story.
like, green text story.
He's trying to finish his story.
My
Cody
face
Rhodes.
went unsanctioned match.
Then I remembered Austin and his Ungoi wife and ran over to help them. They were dumbstruck to what had occurred. Yeah.
We were having a WrestleMania match just right in front of you.
I untied
Your
them.
voices in the air.
I untied them and we began our run, but Shane attempted to stop us, but was obviously too weak after the beatdown he had received. I couldn't resist the urge to ask, why? Why would you kidnap us? He labored a heavy sigh. He looked up at me and smiled, 'cause we like to have fun here. He must have been more insane than I thought. No, we don't. I then super kicked him, dropping him to the floor. We resumed our sprint to the drop pod, but we were stopped again by the ship shaking. What's happening? Asked Austin. James must have altered the course to the sun. I knew then what I must do. You two get to the drop pods. I'll have to blow the ship up manually. Austin resisted. That's a one-way trip. I nodded. I know. Now get to the drop pods quickly. We split off from each other as I ran back towards the garage. As we went back in there, Shane tried to get back up, but then I RKO'd him again. Or just RKO'd him. That was for the Russian Halo Wolf. I said under my breath. I searched frantically for the device, and there it was. The PS2. I darted for the reactor room. Once I entered, I looked at the PS2 one final time. Maybe it's the best console in existence, I thought to myself. I threw it into the reactor core. Gravity hammer noise. This was our story. This was Let Us Out. Did you enjoy the story? Also, rip all 130 of my Q&As on Spotify.
So that was the end.
I don't even
Was
think
that the end of it?
That was it.
It's over?
That's
I was
the end.
never mentioned in that whole
No,
story.
you mentioned
you
one
were-
time.
I
you
got,
were
like
allu-
I got like a yeah.
You were
and
alluded.
That was it.
Connor, it was alluded that you were in the garage.
Yes, and then you died.
Not even confirmed. It was alluded.
Yes.
That wasn't very fun.
I disagree.
I thought that was great.
Well, yeah, you guys had parts.
I've fully enjoyed this story. However, now we need a sequel story.
Take your time with it.
His next comment's gonna be season 2.
Season 2 question mark?
Kitty.
Oh, you're
Hi,
back.
kitty cat.
Welcome back.
But yeah, that's that. That's all of the. That is. Oh wait.
We're waiting.
I did I already read? I had to have read this one already, right? The goated one. I'm pretty sure I did.
I
I'll
think
read
you
it again
did.
just in case. From DJ Cartier. One of the only 2 podcasts I listen to while working at the factory at night. Helps 10 to 8 go by fast. My supervisor be asking why I be laughing so much, and I show her this. Also just joined the server today. D-Roy from the M is his name.
Go D-Roy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We are now taking on the Patreon. Alliteration.
Yeah. Just read.
Scratches his cheek like, yep, all right, I'll just go,
Starting from the top.
I might scare the cat.
That's okay. Kitty will just hang out.
We'll see.
She is enamored by your foot. All right. Starting us off, we have, I think that Austin would win initially, but Connor might be able to get a lucky hit in.
Okay.
Jacob Badlam, James has forced me to fire his ship weapons. I'm sorry.
James.
I thought we blew up the ship.
Well, this happened before that.
Oh. Scion Esports, love you. It's Default 456, Dark Salad 42, Connor, knock knock.
Who's there?
Lettuce.
Lettuce what?
Lettuce what?
Lettuce who?
Yeah.
So do you not know how a knock-knock joke works?
I'm tired.
Okay. Let us
who?
in and I'll tell you.
Oh, wow. Great joke, guys.
Hey, James, knock knock.
Who's there?
We will ask the questions.
Oh my God.
He said slam my fist on something. The only other thing I could pick was this, and I'm not doing that.
We don't have a desk anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hounds would have sounded so cool though. Just a
I think I would have actually jumped in that case.
Hounds of Meath lactated.
Oh, I don't get it. I don't get a knock-knock joke?
You might.
Wait,
Okay.
are we just skipping past that name for reasons?
It's not bad.
Just say it.
Lactated Hillary, Seth Rutherford,
No.
Spartan Dave, the one, the only, Dick Hammer Boys.
I got some pitch in that
He
one.
did. You got it. It's like reaching him down there. Captain Farco, UNSC Walk Softly, Cool Blazer, Mo Maggot, Y'all, and Spartan Buko G156, Stably Unstable, Vermin, Addy Criminal, Connor Clark, Dapper Dame, Dylan, James is saying Healy Father-in-Law. Knock knock, who's there? You who you are a dirty shizno.
All right.
Was that for you?
No, it's red versus blue.
No, I mean, was that your knock knock, Drew?
It's for no one.
Oh.
He's reading it.
It's just from red versus blue.
Yeah, I know, but I thought maybe it was for you.
No, it's just supposed to be red versus
Okay,
blue reference.
we'll keep reading.
Okay. Lactating Gator, Lactating Milk MT, Sergeant Forges, Chipotle Shotgun, The Lactation of Mercy, Brendan Pfeiffer, Sky Cairo, Eliza, GX O'Malley, Keith 077, knock knock, become the arbiter, and you shall be set loose against this heresy with our blessing. Mr. Shifter, James Zealot, Slapnuts, Snow, Stewardship Reborn, Lactating Again in the Garage, Tucker, Zealot of Lactation, Tecovadamai, you're new, Aussie ODST, Clive Finkelbottom.
What?
Wait, what if that's just his real name?
It's not.
How do you know?
Because I that profile picture has been here for almost a year.
Okay.
Connor, knock knock.
Who's there?
Johnson.
Johnson who?
The Johnson, Connor.
Okay.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know what
Maybe
that
he meant the Johnson.
The Johnson. Sergeant Avery.
It's gonna be. I don't know how they're gonna feel, but they're gonna watch some of their jokes just not land.
That's the risk you run. That's
Now-
just the risk you
Now they
run.
get our genuine reaction.
We can't. Sometimes, we might put on a little bit for the voices. But we all have terrible lying faces, so you're just gonna get the real, the real deal.
You're gonna get the real.
I gotta remember we're being filmed now.
Damian Groth, default lore master of the council. Give me free
They have ranks now?
I guess, but I like. Honestly, DM me. Hayden, the you mean Hamilton? James has forced me to drive his Covenant ship. I'm sorry. James, knock knock.
Who's there?
You.
You who?
Big Summer Blowout. Frozen.
Oh, I knew it's
I've never
Frozen.
watched
I-
Frozen.
Never watched Frozen.
I've watched it.
Unironically, good Disney movie.
It's
I'm not
actually
gonna
like-
lie.
I know. I just haven't watched it.
Frozen 2, ass. Frozen 1, really good.
I don't like the musical parts.
Then don't watch Disney.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's literally Disney.
I don't watch it.
I don't like
If it
songs.
has musicals in
Songs
it, I don't
suck.
watch them.
Why is this music? Why can I hear it clearly? Why is it not going?
I listened to Franck, and that's it.
Wasn't there a Patreon name that you said that was like for me? earlier?
We already read it. Wait, no, we
I
haven't.
was gonna say no. We sure haven't.
It's coming up on it.
I was gonna say I've been listening.
It's like
We
in
haven't-
2 more names.
Oh, okay. Let's get to it.
Pity 104, Shaney boy, ease your shit, homie.
What does that mean?
Ease your stuff.
It means calm down.
means calm your.
Over what?
Everything.
Yeah.
All of it.
I can't do that. But
You gotta
Your
relax.
shoulders look tense.
Calm your toes.
relax
dude.
your
That's
shoulders.
just my shoulders.
Relax your shoulders.
You calm your toes.
Wow, that is just the shoulders.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm sorry. I have thick shoulders. I'm sorry.
The oldest living Halo fan, the Goob. Who are you people? Why did you take my... Yeah, the whole thing. X3T and Alex Spartan, number 30. Bro, nah, Shane would totally clap all of them. James might be able to clutch up, though.
All right, James is my biggest threat.
Claude Spark.
See, I'd play like if we did do the fight, I'd probably do it like a rogue,
Connor.
you know, like I'd be the opportunist. I'd be like trying to avoid like when you play against people in like Smash Bros who are way better than you.
They're trying to get
So you're that guy-
third party.
You just kind of jump around and act like you're fighting the whole time. This is a real strategy. You jump around and act like you're involved in the fight the whole time and hope they don't notice that you still have 3 stock left.
I will never play Smash Bros with you.
This is great. We should
Only
play
if I'm playing with people better than me. Is what
Fair
I do.
enough. Everyone's better than me at Smash Bros.
There's
I
a
love
lot of
Smash
people
Bros.
who are better.
I'm
than me.
bad at like Mortal Kombat, Smash Bros. I'm bad at all of that.
Mortal Kombat is just slide your finger across the buttons and hope stuff happens.
I had the most
Button mashing.
satisfying feeling like I'm good at a game moment playing Smash Bros. Though.
Really?
Yeah,
Wombo
Fair
shot.
combo.
I was on a
That ain't
I was at a
Falco.
double date, right?
Yeah.
And the guy in question, we were playing Mario Kart,
The guy in question.
and the guy in question was completely destroying us on every course.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was then he was like, we could play Smash Bros. And like the girls were like, no, and I'm like, yes.
Yes.
And I proceeded to not lose one match out of like 7. And
Excellent.
he kept like going, all right, let's do one more on this one. And I'm like, well, okay. And it made me feel good because I had not played that game in like 3 years up to that point.
Who'd you
Dang.
play as?
A variety.
Okay.
But usually either Pikachu or Jigglypuff.
I'm always Falco, so I can use the hidden emote.
Ganon.
ain't Falco.
Hey there, Halo fans. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with our friends right after these messages.
I was always Ganon.
My favorite is Falco's hidden emote.
Hmm?
His hidden emote.
Yeah, it's the best.
Oh, you said Captain Falcon, I thought.
No, I said Falco's.
Falco.
Oh, you said Falco?
Yeah, Falco's
I
hidden emote
misheard
is my
you.
favorite. That's why I play as Falco all the time.
Hands off my...
Hands off my car! It's so funny. Also, Connor, I can understand why you play Ganon. I'm sorry that the announcer usually dogs you, though. It's like, Ice Climbers, Pikachu, Ganondorf.
Ganondorf.
Then you get the match and he hits you with one of them charged up drop kicks. Like, I'm off.
That literally
See-
inhales you towards it.
I'm also really nasty with Bowser. He's cheese. I don't abuse the suicide strat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I know what
right?
you're talking about, yeah.
I only do it when I'm clearly about to win and I just want the game to be over.
That's understandable. I will continue.
Sorry.
You're fine. This is a good conversation. Claude Spark 5970. Connor's in Shane's Bloody Shedman. Daniel Dumpweed, Garrus Vicarian, Halo the Guy, Iskari, Giri, Kyle Hooley, Warm Apple, Swouse. And there's someone below Warm Apple Swouse now? You don't have to be rampant to work here, but it helps.
But it
In the back of Connor's mind, where's Linda?
She's gone again.
Linda Marie.
Linda Marie.
There
I'll
was
just
no
say the
Linda.
name. Just it went.
I did it
Kitty,
with-
why are you doing that? It's
right
so
over my head.
adorable.
I totally missed the fact that there was no Linda.
She's just laying there, you know, but like
She's probably getting a lot of that fan air.
she's a distraction. she's something. All right, we have Q&A and a lot of it, so we're gonna speed run as fast as we can. How long are we on the clock? Gosh, okay, we have
Oh my
time.
gosh.
We have time. All right, we have so many, like so freaking many that we haven't answered yet.
Let's get on.
Yeah.
You ready, cat?
One of these weeks we should just do like remember the one time we did just a whole episode that was all Q&A.
I was wondering if you guys wanted me to do that again. It's just that was a long episode. Just trying to catch up.
Maybe
Like
eventually.
a whole dedicated episode of Q&A, maybe.
Like you're saying, like even the lore episode, like Tuesday's episode.
Maybe.
Hi, cat.
JumperScape
catch up.
lore. All right. Question 1 comes from Rogue Ninja, asking who would compare could compare Commander Zavala, Cade 6, and Ikora Ray to Halo characters based on personality.
I don't know who any of those people are.
Huh?
Guys, they don't play games. This is just for me.
Well, can you
Cade-
tell us who they are? And I know there's people like me.
Remember, we're speedrunning.
Cade 6 is the robot character that's a hunter in Destiny. These are Destiny characters.
Destiny?
No,
Okay. Yeah, just go real quick.
Okay, Cade 6 is Buck
Snooze fest.
because it's the same actor. Zavala is Master Chief, and Ikora Ray is she's Lord Hood. Sergeant Forces Chipotle Shotgun asks, who has got it better right now? Halo fans or Gears fans?
Gears fans by
Gears.
far.
Because like Gears 5 was at least a pretty decent release.
And E-Day looks like it's going to absolutely so.
Yep. I wish. All right. Lactose Chain Sword asks, have you guys ever played any D&D or Pathfinder? If so, what are your go-to classes? Bonus question, what's a memorable moment of D&D?
I don't play, but I'd be a tank.
We have a lot of them. Yeah, I was gonna go off of I was gonna go for a different one, but you've played it once or twice.
My memorable moment is when I, the second time I tried to play D&D, and right when we were all finished, explaining the characters we created before we started, one of the guys in our group had a meltdown on the phone.
I think I know who it is. I don't even need context.
With his sister. I'm pretty sure it was his sister.
So nothing to do with the D&D campaign.
I've never gotten to actually play. I've had 2 campaigns get set up, and both fell apart right after character creation.
No, I have not.
We're
I have
working on
not,
fixing that.
I have not been able to play yet. I have not had a chance or been invited to play D&D.
Thanks for asking me a question again, guys. Great to be here.
I'm sorry.
Great
I've
to
never
be here.
played it.
Never played either.
I've played it a lot. My go-to, I am usually going to be a ranger, or I'll be a combo of like a cleric or a druid.
Wombo combo.
I like to mix in a little bit of magic, but I need my bow. That bow is important to me. Funniest thing that's ever happened in any of my campaigns that I've played in so far, it was a Halloween one-shot. It was me, my wife Cheyenne, our buddy Sam, and our buddy Garrett, and I think there was also Richard. Yeah. Garrett was DM. Sam was playing as this dude named Tony Lazzuto.
What a name.
I was playing a character that I named Harlat Sharada. And then Cheyenne was a snake lady named Beery. No? You're a snake lady, though. A snake lady. And then there was, and then Richard was a rabbit named, like, Rabbit Man. What was his name? It was, oh gosh, I have him in my contacts as that name. Hang on, I'm going to find it because it's really funny. Oh gosh, where is he? Ramble Swiftback. What's funny is how these characters interact. Tony has done some pretty terrible things, and Harlat is just not a very bright person in terms of personality. He's very dark and very mean to a lot of people because he's old. So at one point, we're trying to come up with a team name, I guess, and Ramble is just like, well, what if we call ourselves the Jolly Goods? And then fluidly, no pausing in this dialogue, Harlat hits the, well, I'm not too jolly. And then Tony goes, and I ain't too good, pal. And it was awesome. We all started erupting. You guys can laugh. It's okay. Thanks, guys. All right, next question comes from Lactating Don Professor Bliggs. Disclaimer, I think I asked this before, but could never find the episode with the answer, so my absolute utmost sincerest of apologies for the double ask. Please don't throw me in Shane's garage.
Oh, you're going there regardless now. You're there, bro. Like you're already
mentioned
there.
it. You're already sucked in.
You're sucked in.
Do any of you remember the Halo 5 theory before the game came out that Cortana was going to be brought back and they were going to use the composer to reverse compose her and turn her human? I thought that sounded crazy and a little stupid at the time, but given the story we actually got in the direction that was taken with Cortana after Halo 5, do you think that could have been better or at least more interesting than evil Cortana? If we had to go that route, no. That would have broken a whole lot of things.
I don't even remember that. I'm not
I
gonna
do
lie.
remember this theory.
It would have been a deep
You do?
rabbit hole. I remember it. Halo follower
You guys
talked about
do?
it a lot back in
Oh.
2014.
No, I doesn't
Hey,
ring a bell
guys,
to me.
Cortana's human.
Interesting.
You remember the picture that people made, the edit from Forward Unto Dawn? It's just a picture of Cortana, but she's a human.
Oh yeah.
That's where that all came from.
Yeah.
Oh,
was
so
the
that was it. His thumbnail.
Yeah, it was.
Okay,
It was
okay.
super famous for that reason. And if I had to pick between the two, I would pick the evil Cortana because that opened less of a rabbit hole. If I had to pick across the whole spectrum of options, I just wouldn't have brought her back. Shane, oh my gosh, dude, not on air. Okay, now.
I want to pretend like that never happened.
Why did you touch my hand? A2 asks, do you guys listen to other podcasts that are not Halo specific? Yes.
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 Name one.
I forget what it's called. It's a wrestling podcast, however.
The Dead Meat Podcast.
Corridor Crew.
The Joe Rogan podcast from time to time.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
I need to get back in the podcast.
Thanks. Shout out to Jamie over there.
Jamie, pull that up.
Cheyenne, you're our Jamie.
She's like, okay.
Social credit. Oh, okay. I was over there. Social credit?
Social
birthday
credit.
party. Yeah. We're happy about it. Slap Nuts asks, you guys are in charge of hosting a huge Halo game night with anyone from the Halo universe. Who are you inviting and what game modes are all of you
Everyone.
playing? Everyone. Every single one.
Friend and foe. Because can you imagine like going into a game night with the Master Chief and Arbiter on your team, and then the Prophets and like Tartarus is on the other
That's
team?
totes uncool, bro.
Gravemind would be
You
such...
shouldn't be using the energy sword. It's cheap.
Gravemind would be
Totes
such an
uncool.
annoying dude to play against because you would have all these players that all are on the same wavelength.
He'd be able to control like big team battle 9v9. He controlled like all of them.
Dude, it would actually be fire.
He'd be playing chess while we're playing checkers.
Go to HCS. There's a pro flood team called the Juggernauts.
Dumbass. You have a
I have to be
fully
responsible.
reloaded shotgun.
Mascot.
Blood pressure, Father Time. You have a fully loaded shotgun.
And from his perspective, he saw fucking Peter Parker.
Prophet of Mercy going that
Is
way.
Jinxie.
That would be awesome. Prophet of Jinxie.
Prophet of Jinxie.
Someone edit that. Next question comes from Harley. What temperature would it be in High Charity before and after infection? Can you convert that to degrees or Celsius and Kelvins? Can I just opt to skip this really weird
Yes.
question?
Yes, we can.
So I'm going to say 72, and then after infection, 84. Screw it.
Okay.
What is that in Kelvin?
I don't know Kelvin.
I don't know
For
anyone who
Celsius,
knows
just cut
Kelvin.
it in half.
Oh.
I don't know.
I've
think
never
he's
met a Kelvin.
He's a pretty good guy.
I've never met a Kelvin in my life. Have you met a Kelvin? She's sort of met a Kelvin. I mean, yes, but we're talking about the person. Have you met a person named Kelvin?
I had a Calvin.
That's
That
not
doesn't
Kelvin.
count.
That's not Kelvin.
It's
With an E.
Calvin.
Kelvin McAllister.
Next.
Shane's Lactating
Down the
Garage
hall and to
asks,
the left.
if in case you missed that, Shane's Lactating Garage
I had to
asks,
say that one twice.
what are y'all's thoughts on religion in Halo? Is the Christian church still around in the Halo universe? Islam? Or has encountering aliens perhaps changed that? I can answer all of these questions. Does anyone else want to try?
I mean, they talk like, may God help us and all that. So, I mean, to an extent.
help us all.
Yeah, like it's out there somewhere. I mean, the Covenant is basically just like religious extremists. So,
Mhm.
I mean, there is some type of...
Sapien Sunrise.
I was thinking of Mark Hamill.
We are moving into a new beyond.
He's so good.
He's great
so
in
good in
that.
that.
He's so good.
Was that what character?
Mark Hamill was the leader of the Sapien Sunrise in season 2 of Hunt the Truth.
Oh.
And he's so good
What's
in that.
funny enough...
I was just imagining
no.
episode 8 Luke in like white
Well,
robes.
I was going to say, your impression reminded me of Mark Hamill's Joker.
Thank you.
That's kind of what. That's kind of what.
He kind of did like the voice he put on was basically if you mixed his Joker with like a Southern Baptist preacher.
Basically, that's pretty much the gist of it.
I'm like, are you giving a Mark Hamill Joker? Is that what you're
I'll
doing?
do it. I
It
appreciate it.
sounded like you just
That's
did.
a compliment, hardcore. Solid answers. Religion and Halo go hand in hand. They have to. It is built into the narrative, and it's built into everything that Halo is. At the moment you divide it, it's the moment that you've forgotten the primary source of most of Halo's story inspiration, especially given that Halo is one of two main massive AAA franchises that use the Bible as the source of most of its plot. The other one being Assassin's Creed. Jesus was an assassin canonically. Now, as for, are there still religions? Tons. There's a lot of them. Contact Harvest has Lutherans. So
Contact Harvest has Lutherans.
Check it out today.
the governor of the planet is just Lutheran, and he's confronted with aliens, and he confronts that problem. It's interesting. Basically, a lot of them say they are not of God's creation. Anyway. Next, Slip19, High Elder of the Council of Patreon names, asks, okay, we know Austin has a cat, which really is just James's when recording. Do the rest of you guys have pets as well? James's question also goes towards Ashton, if comfortable to tell. Do you guys have pets?
I have a doggy. His name is Riley.
I love
We
Riley.
don't know who he is, like what he is.
We don't know who he is.
No, we don't know what he is.
I have. Oh, go ahead.
He's a doggy. He's small and brown. And Ashton has a little doggy. Her name's Lucy. She's adorable. I forget what breed of dog she is, but I love her too.
I have 2 German Shepherds. I have a Pomsky, and I have my cat Thomas.
I love your Pomsky.
0.
I've got 1 dog named Maggie and 2 cats named Cleo and Dale.
Dale.
Special shout out to my favorite pet that I've ever had in my entire lifetime. My mix between a mini Doberman and a Puggle, Spike. Come home, buddy.
Stop! Don't cry.
I'm just really good.
I just want to quickly point out that the greatest cat name of all time is Dale. Especially that cat. It fits him. He has thumbs.
Yes.
He legitimately does have thumbs.
Dale's got thumbs.
He's evolved.
He just walks around. He looks like he should be wearing a trucker hat. When I imagine Dale, like in my brain, because obviously I don't see him that often, I imagine what Dale looks like, but he's always wearing like a plaid trucker hat in my brain.
Connor, you gotta understand, she needs a picture of your cat. I'm just saying. You have 2,000 pictures of our cat. You need more.
I will send more pictures of Dale to the chats.
Shane's Lactating Garage is back and is asking, do you think there are collectors in Halo? Like some old guy on Earth who casually has a fully restored F-22 in his barn and brings it out for air shows?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. In fact, that is the only thing I really liked about the TV show is they have a collector that has an original Xbox as well in their little collection. And it does a whole spiel about we need to remember our history and culture or else we lose our sense of
I was going to
being
say,
people.
just because, like, it's in the future doesn't, like, collectors have been around for God knows how long. I don't think that's going to change.
Do you think there will be generational collectors?
Probably.
Do you think they already exist? Is that a thing?
Probably.
Generational collectors.
What imagine?
What happens when that one kid who's rebellious is like, I don't want to be a collector, Dad? Does he just sell everything on eBay? Like,
Probably.
hundreds of years
I'm
of
sure
stuff.
that's how a lot of stuff gets back into circulation is it gets handed off to some offspring in their will, and then they're like,
I don't want it.
all this on Pawn Stars.
Yeah, or the owner gets killed and the stuff gets stolen and it gets redistributed that way forcefully.
Well, that took a morbid turn, but
Okay,
all right.
well, what's the next question?
Yeah, damn.
Slip19 is back and asks, since Helldivers 2 started the trend of new advanced movement system and because COD is adopting it for Black Ops 6, do you guys think that we could possibly see it implemented in a future Halo game? First of all, we're talking about omnidirectional sprint. Warframe did it first. What?
What?
Sure. Although I don't like sprint in Halo. I'm just one of those guys.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what this new movement system's going to bring. In COD.
You can now sprint in any direction.
I've seen.
That's what it will bring.
Or dive in any direction.
I'm waiting for the movement demons to get a hold of it.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that experience. The movement
No,
demons
I'm
are
talking
already
like the
annoying to
ones
play
that
against.
As long as it takes a good amount of time to go from prone to standing, I don't think it'll be a problem.
Yep, that's what you would hope, right?
But, there's a big possibility that people will really just be going, dive, 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 boom.
Listen, all I'm saying is I went back and I played Black Ops, just classic multiplayer, just loaded it up on my Xbox 360. It feels great. Just go back and play that.
BO1 was probably my favorite.
MW2 still feels great. It's still broken as hell. It's awesome.
I'm excited for zombies, though.
Yeah, I'm a little excited for zombies.
Anyone gotten into any of the zombies community drama over the last week?
No? What?
Oh, God. I
Please
my
explain.
Twitter.
Maybe do we
I don't know if I should.
Is it that bad?
Just go on like X and type in Mr. T Lexify, and he posted a scroll of a Snapchat conversation between him and his ex in a way to defend himself from the thing he did. And if you pause and read at any moment in that video, it will make your brain turn into sludge. It's that bad.
I'll be looking it up later.
I'm
interested.
It is stuff that you would literally, you could not torture out of me to put on the internet.
That's fair enough.
It
For
is
those
the
of you
most
who are
down-bad
sensitive,
stuff I've ever seen in my life.
for those who are sensitive, don't do it. I'm not, so I'm gonna look at it.
It's more just like
There's a whole Google Doc.
it's more just like, dude, this is it's the most embarrassing stuff you could ever post.
So is it cringeworthy or is it? It's both. Okay, so it's like Spotify won't like it and it's cringeworthy.
Yeah.
Are you guys already looking it up?
I'm already reading it.
I'll do it
Are you
later.
reading the whole thread?
There's a Google Doc for it.
There's a whole freaking Google Doc for
All right,
it.
next question comes from Slapnuts again. You guys are tasked with creating new skulls for the Halo campaign. What are their effects and what will they be called?
I actually have one on deck immediately.
You have? Okay, go
I
for
mean,
it.
it's super simple, and I'm surprised it hasn't been done yet, at least as far as I know. A skull that amplifies your movement speed, like a ludicrous. It's a fun skull, like amplifies your movement speed like tenfold. You just zoom.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised it hasn't been done already. So something like that. One that increases your damage as well.
Okay.
Yes, just simple stuff like that.
I have an idea.
Yes.
You know that one gobblegum that makes your weapon randomized every 10 seconds?
Yep.
I like that.
That's a skull.
That'd be fun.
The whole mission, your weapon, you have one weapon, and every 10 seconds, it makes you swap to a different random weapon.
That's pretty fun.
Building on that, any weapon from any Halo game.
Well, I'm being realistic, no.
Right.
But dreaming, yes.
No, for sure.
What about you, Connor?
That'd be really good in Halo 5 with all the variants.
Oh, for sure.
That'd be really
I think
fun.
a skull to give someone just a super overpowered gravity.
Of
hammer.
course.
Uh-huh,
my
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Wow. What a shocker.
Didn't see that one
Whole
coming.
different noise, charge up sound. The longer you charge it up, the bigger the
Can we get a
radius will be.
gravity hammer sound? Hey!
So the
definitely hit
question
it once.
is make your own skull.
Yeah.
And Connor just says, did you say make your own weapon and call it a skull?
It just changes. It just changes the mechanics of the original gravity hammer.
I said it gives you a gravity hammer.
I mean, if you gotta pick it up, you gotta find one.
I wrote a concept a while ago, and by a while ago, I mean like 3 years ago, for a skull I would really like. It's called Ankle Biter. It will shrink the enemies by 75% with a 25% damage reduction towards the player, but the spawn rate is increased.
That sounds awesome.
I would love that.
Also, Connor, have you ever heard of Sputnik?
Sputnik.
Oh, you would love Sputnik.
It makes the gravity really low.
Even better in Halo 2 with the feather skull.
Yeah, so so you can use if you have Sputnik. Is it in any gravity hammer Halos? Sputnik?
Sputnik, Halo 3.
Yeah, you can use Sputnik and you can just launch things like way further with the gravity hammer.
Yep. It's really fun. You would love it. We should just play a version.
You'll launch yourself too, but
It's very fun. Dude, gravity hammer jumps, they're great. Grenade jumps in that are even better. Ian the Dawn asks, what do y'all like more, skateboarding or longboarding? I do neither.
I skateboarded for like a
Scootering.
year.
I had a
when was kid.
ripstick when I was 9.
Biking. Tech deck.
I played Skate 3 a little bit.
Yeah, I got into Skate 3 for like 20 minutes the other day.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, I don't do either. I don't skateboard.
I was convinced I was going to join the X Games one day when I was 9.
Look where you are now.
Sounded like
Why'd
passive
you have to hurt
aggressive.
me that way?
That sounded passive aggressive.
But no, actually, honestly, the stuff that they're doing at the X Games these days they're just straight up. They look like, at least back then, it looked like a lot of the stuff was achievable. Now these are like little kids doing some wild stuff. They're making like Tony Hawk, who still.
Tony Hawk's 900 looks so lame now.
Yeah, and right, that's the wildest thing to me. It's like that was groundbreaking when that happened.
I'm gonna watch a video on all that.
So like
It's a lot.
seeing all of that, it's like being those groundbreaking kids. That was just, those guys are awesome. Good on you.
Tony Hawk.
I hope you have other dreams you're chasing, James.
Tony Hawk. Walked
I
so
just
the
thought of a
kids
good way
could
to
run.
illustrate this without talking about it.
Mhm.
The T-Lexify thing.
Sure.
He's a YouTuber.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
So what's
popular?
A popular YouTuber.
Okay,
What's
so yeah,
the thing that every popular YouTuber does for some reason?
a lot of jokes have just popped in my head that I really probably shouldn't say.
The cat's back in the room, guys. Would you look at
It's
that?
the kitty cat.
Hey!
Woo!
Don't look at me like that.
All right, next question comes from Harley again. How much could all of you bench as a team? 4 benches under an extra long bar. I'm calling over 1,000.
No.
No.
Connor maxes out around 290 something. I maxed out at 265.
I don't even know my max yet.
Exactly. So
Come-
we're probably
come
not
on
even
over.
sniffing 700. We're not sniffing
Come on
700.
over. We'll
I-
figure out your max.
No,
we're,
I don't want to.
we're not even sniffing 700. Maybe not even 600.
Shane thinks we're weak.
I didn't say that.
Judy Cans asks, I know it isn't possible, but I would love to see a Star Wars and Halo crossover. What other universe would you guys want to see a crossover with Halo?
Dead Space.
I think you've said that before.
I have.
Yeah.
That's why I had it so quick in my head.
I've never thought about this.
No? Okay.
Are we
Well,
talking like characters
also-
or like mechanics?
No, just
He took
games.
my pick.
Just like put like Halo in another.
Like,
if you
think
say
of how
Forza,
badass
I
that'd
will
be.
shoot you.
It did cross my mind.
No, I know you were gonna say Forza. Just
crossed my
racing
mind.
with Halo vehicles.
It
it's
crossed my
happened.
mind.
Oh,
Connor,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Doom.
Why did you do that? Let him talk. Golly.
I barely talk on this show as it is, man.
And you just took it from him.
No, Doom Eternal.
I was hoping you would just replace it with Gears.
No, Doom is cooler than Gears.
Cooler than
I don't know,
Gears.
Gears is
Okay, I
pretty
have a real
cool.
answer.
It's
Okay.
pretty cool, but Doom,
Okay,
You can't beat it.
you can't beat.
You're picture this.
Picturing.
You're on a Halo ring.
I'm on a Halo ring.
You're walking
I'm walking
through this vast
through a vast
green
hill
hill zone,
Okay, hold on a minute. Wait.
and all of a sudden,
It's gonna be.
I heard Green Hill Zone and I'm like, Sonic.
Why?
That is funny, and you guys will not know till later why it's funny. Move on, please.
I have a great story that must be told in private.
okay,
Okay.
We're moving on.
Allies asks, can we get Cammy Shep on for an episode? That's his TikTok. Guys, he won't reply to my freaking emails.
Spam his comments.
Spam
His comments, everyone.
Yes, please. Harley, where can we find full episodes of Halo Funtage? I wasn't expecting this question. There's a YouTube channel that has them, and we also posted links to them in the general chat.
that's the only place you can probably find them reliably.
Unless you go into the description of the commentary video.
Go into the description of the commentary video.
On the official JumperScape channel. Seaman JumpScape is back. He's the guy that we're sponsoring. That's a professional axe thrower. He's awesome.
This is awesome.
Our logo's on his the metal part of the axe. I don't know if that has a name.
The blade,
Surely there's something more fancy than that.
the head.
The head. My Viking wife has answered.
That's right.
He asks, what was the last thing y'all changed your minds about, and what convinced you to change your mind? Whoa.
Trading in my car at a dealership.
What made
And,
you
uh,
change
the-
your mind?
They lowballed me. It's a dealership.
Oh yeah.
I can't even think what I've recently changed my mind on.
Quitting my job because
What
I
can-
couldn't get another job in time for school, and I don't want to change jobs during school.
I can't even think of anything.
That I need to be in Ohio to feel okay. Thinking. That's what convinced me.
Thinking.
Connor, you got anything at all? Okay.
Not a thing.
Ian the Don asks, James, what's it like to be rich?
I'm not rich. This was a thing at the game night.
Was it?
Where,
I'm like, where did this come
what was his Snow?
Mm-hmm.
He was going like, it's like, I know you like make a lot of money from like the podcast. I was like, I don't.
No, we don't.
he was like, well, you guys like have to. And I was
No,
like,
we don't.
No.
We had a.
And I was like, every cent goes
from?
into
Wait,
the,
why is it
the
you
set.
though? Like respect.
Because I was the only one there.
I wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
He brought it up with me again I think it was the last game, the last book club. And I had to be like, you know that like we don't pocket almost any of it, right?
I was gonna say like I don't want to like throw numbers out there,
80%.
but I legit
goes
no, I
towards
mean
JumperScape.
like my exact number.
Your exact number?
I
Oh,
want.
it
I want
changes.
to. Yeah, for sure. Well, that.
Mhm.
But also, I would if I quit my full-time job, I wouldn't even have enough to just pay my phone bill
No.
every month, let alone eat,
It's
rent.
It's
like
I will say this: it's about enough to buy a new video game every month.
yeah.
a little more.
And basically
Another $70 now
around there. And all I can
plus
it's
tax.
pretty much at this point it's just me being like, hey guys, see, it's worth it.
I mean, it's. I
and then the
will take
rest
it.
goes right back into
No,
this.
like that's the thing.
It
It's
might
it's
cover-
about. I mean, right now it's like it's about fun.
It might.
Yeah.
All of our income goes to this.
right now. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it might cover gas for me driving from here and back for the month.
Whatever you guys do with it, that is the portion that is specifically so that we can use. I use my portion on this stuff, so it's still going back. It's just where it ends up going most of the time, all the time. The funding over 80% goes right back to everything in this studio.
So we are not rich.
no,
Not yet.
not even close.
Not yet.
If you wanna
Rogue
spread the word and help us get there, by all means.
Ninja asks, Lucifer from Supernatural or Lucifer from the TV show Lucifer based on DC Comics version of Lucifer? Which one do you guys prefer? I know neither of them.
Nope, I don't either. I'm
I mean,
sorry.
The show's pretty good, but I don't know the other one.
Oh wow, Connor has an answer.
Thank you, Kelly.
She says Supernatural one is more entertaining.
Also, I put a name out there, so
Next, Slip19. I'm going to say there's 4 more left for us to answer here. Slip19 asks, James, are there any more Outback hacks you're not bound by an NDA to share with
I'm
the
not
rest of
bound
the
by
class?
any NDA.
What's another Outback hack?
Like a menu hack.
I don't know. Outback hack.
I get free food.
If you want the pasta, don't order the actual pasta dish. Just get either the grilled chicken or the grilled shrimp, and you can get pasta as a side. And it's the same size portion because we don't do different size portions of the pasta.
Oh, okay. So
It'll
it's
be half the price.
awesome. Thank you, James.
You're welcome.
Ian the Don.
At least I don't think I'm bound to an NDA.
Guess we'll find out here in the next week or so.
That's not a non-disclosure kind of thing. Saying a menu hack.
I think you would know if you were bound by one.
That's just the thing that will make them raise the
I
price
got the
of the pasta.
job when I was 15.
He
I don't
would.
even think you could sign.
No,
a-
17.
I don't even think you could sign an NDA at that age.
Yeah, but I don't know. I signed papers.
I mean,
I don't remember what was in those papers.
Ian the Don is back and asks if they not like us, who they really like. Oh, so it's really like that? I'm guessing it's not like us reference.
It is.
Good song. Cat Guy is back, the cat keyboard dude.
hey, it's a cat.
What is your favorite Halo moment? Like in general, like across everything that I've ever experienced with Halo?
Oh, that's hard.
Having dinner with Steve Downs.
I mean, I guess if that, I think he meant like in the Halo universe, but I
In
mean,
the Halo universe?
go off. I mean, if that's what we're going off of, I'm either gonna say going to Austin's the night before, having a game night and watching the E3 trailer for the next Halo, or going to Halo Outpost Discovery in
Stop
2019.
giving multiple answers. You always steal one of mine when you give multiple
Be
answers.
faster. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Because I was going to pick Outpost Discover.
Well, pick something in game then.
No,
Okay, then screw off.
because that is my favorite Halo memory.
Is it?
Remember we had so much fun. We were going to make a Forge map of Outpost to play Super Fiesta on. Then we
And then
never
they
did.
never did it
Don't you
again.
mean Meme Fiesta?
Yeah.
I may or may not be trying to get Jeff Steitzer to say that for us. Just him just going, hey, Jeff Steitzer, do you think for a second you could just say Meme Fiesta? What? Just Meme Fiesta. Okay. Meme Fiesta.
Also, everyone better be. I was gonna swear. Nice to Jeff Steitzer.
Everyone is nice in this server as far as I'm aware.
I
But if
will
we ever
deal with
find
you
it-
personally.
No,
if you're
he's
not.
off. He's not on TikTok anymore.
I know he's
people
not.
are mean to him.
We addressed it last week.
We did.
We did meet.
You didn't.
Me.
I wasn't here, so
Yeah.
I'm addressing it now.
But yeah, I already.
I will deal with you personally
I will-
if you talk about
I'll say
Jeff
the exact
Steitzer.
same thing that I said last week. I don't believe in the whole thing of you're a Halo fan, you're not a Halo fan. Everyone here loves Halo. We all enjoy the franchise for a different reason. If you like Bungie, you like Bungie. If you like 343, you like 343. If you like Halo 4, that's cool. If Halo Infinite's your favorite game, weird, but you can do that. It's okay. If you insulted Jeff Steitzer on TikTok, you're not a Halo fan. You never were, and you're not going to be in my Discord. That's just the way
You
that
will
it
get
is.
the boots.
That's just
That
the way
is
that
the
it
voice of
I can get
God.
down with that.
Yeah. I am very understanding until you get to that point because he is a beautiful man and I love him. I hope he knows that.
All right, press the button. Social credit.
Social credit deducted.
Last question comes from C-Man again, asking, what's one thing you've always wanted to learn, but you haven't yet?
I'm pretty.
The stock market.
That's legitimately a good answer.
I know, I didn't expect that. A practical answer.
I would say like if you would have asked me like 2 years ago, I would have said like lifting or like how to like coherently go to college and not shoot yourself financially in the foot. But I mean, I everything I've wanted to do, I usually am pretty hands-on. I mean, I guess I'll like think of a smaller picture, probably get better at like mouse and keyboard gaming.
House remediation.
So I just went small. So now if you guys throw something bigger out, I'm going to throw something bigger out as well.
I mean, I was going to say cinematic quality VFX. I really want to master things like Blender and all of that in composition and such.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to change mine.
Why do you want to learn Blender?
Video editing.
Why do
I would absolutely love to like video editing for YouTube and stuff.
I know what kind of man you are.
Huh?
Well, setting aside that animators like that genuinely influence the animating industry for some reason, no, I'm not going to be one of them.
It's called a joke. Okay.
Yeah, and I added
Why did
to
you
it.
quote Dale from The Walking Dead?
Because I like him.
Dale
I
the
was
cat.
sad when he died.
Is that
Spoilers.
the guy who owned the motorhome?
I looked at you and laughed for a reason.
That's the
It's
guy
like
who
13
owned the
years old at
motorhome?
this point.
Oh, God.
Was that
I
the
still
guy who owned the
remember
motorhome?
watching
Huh, Connor?
Herschel's Farm.
Never mind.
No, go ahead.
Was that the guy who owned the little RV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my favorite guy. I was sad.
He was
when he
talking to
died,
Shane.
You? What were you
Life
talking
was.
for?
Man, let me tell you something.
Who is that?
Mess with your hair.
Yeah, do the head
Do the
rub.
thing.
Funny enough, he was like bald half the time. He would still like just out of habit. He would sit there and like just constantly. I don't know if he was wiping. Well, here's the thing: the first few seasons he had a full head of hair, and then he just
He'd just be bald and going.
like still like I don't know. Maybe he was scratching.
Maybe,
his
me
dog.
tell you
he's
something.
in mourning.
Let me tell you something.
In mourning for his hair.
Yeah.
I'm a
And him.
better father than you, Rick.
What happened, Rick? You weren't
Friends.
the good guy anymore.
Friends,
We're lost.
it's over.
The library's done. This is the last episode.
I hope you liked it while it lasted.
All right, let's pack it up. Come on, put everything away.
Discord.gg/JumperScape, Patreon.com/JumperScape, ko.sfi.com/JumperScape. James,
Oh my god.
Dude, you could not see your face. I was
next
watching
week,
the screen.
Tuesday, we're going in
Tuesday,
on
Tuesday.
Halo 5, and we should have a guest lined up for that. We had one lined up for this week, but that. See you next week.
The library was produced and published by JumperScape Audio. Funding was provided by our fantastic patrons on Patreon. If you enjoy the show and wish to support JumperScape's future projects or get some sweet benefits, join our Patreon at patreon.com/JumperScape or become part of this truly special community at discord.gg/JumperScape. Thank you for your listenership, and we hope you enjoyed.